Hey, welcome back everybody. It is now the end of June of 2022, and a couple of days ago when we got the season finale of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, a lot of Star Wars fans have been looking forward to what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are going to be doing with, of course, shows like The Mandalorian, the Ahsoka Tano series, and more. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about the Kenobi TV series is that a lot of fans around the world have been very much upset with how a couple of episodes went down. There's no doubt about it that Episode 4 was by far the worst of the entire series. I think it was really the peak of the worst. And then Episode 5 really proved that things were getting better. And Episode 6, to my, knowledge, everybody liked it for the most part. It had some flaws here and there, absolutely. It had some writing flaws as well. But there's no denying the fact that that battle between both Vader and Kenobi was pretty solid. Should things have been done in different ways here and there? Maybe. I agree with that. But I think that was really the highlight of the series without a doubt. Now, moving forward from all of this, what's even all the more exciting is that we already know that Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen have multi-show contract deals. And what I mean by that is that they are going to be returning in multiple live-action and animated projects for the future of the Star Wars universe. So that actually is attached to, of course, Kenobi-era projects and other projects as well, like Star Wars Ahsoka, with Hayden Christensen coming back into that series as well. Now, on top of all of this, what's even all the more exciting has everything to do with the fact that we also have Bob Chapek, the Disney CEO, making sure that Hayden and Ewan are going to do everything that they can to really deliver their best performance as Kenobi and Anakin / Vader again. So with that being said, however, what's even all the more exciting is that with Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 6 now out on Disney Plus, and Lucasfilm already preparing a second season for the series, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen are set to return to the show and other live-action projects as part of their multi-show contract deal that they signed some time ago. Now, it's described, however, that recently Ewan McGregor was able to reveal more about the Kenobi series, and one thing that he was very upset about that got deleted from the script and what Kathleen Kennedy refused to put in the show. McGregor when he was actually questioned about challenges in the series, he went on to state the following: "Well, it's the original script that we were working on, that we had before the rewrites and the reshoots we did in 2021. We actually were going to bring a great return of Frank Oz as Yoda. We were going to actually bring back Yoda in a total of 3 episodes where we would have Kenobi speaking to Yoda and training with him remotely on how to commune with Qui-Gon Jinn. It's something that we had in the script, yes, and we even did some test shots with a puppet Yoda again. We wanted to make this puppet Yoda closer to how it looked in Empire Strikes Back than how it did in Last Jedi, and we did it well. However, but Kathleen Kennedy was not feeling it. She felt that dragging in Yoda would be a waste of story development for our other characters like Haja, Reva, Tala, and Roken. Now, about that, I was quite upset about it actually, and so was Frank Oz. I mean, I always thought, how could you not have Yoda in the series when in Revenge of the Sith, Yoda teases to the audience that he would train Obi-Wan Kenobi on how to connect to the other world? It just never made sense to me, and it was such a missed opportunity on our part. Myself and Deborah tried to convince Kathleen Kennedy to bring Yoda in at least one episode, but she didn't want too many cameos, So let's just quickly examine exactly what's going on here before we move on to the next thing that is absolutely important about Kathleen Kennedy that really kind of escalates things further and not in a good way, is that in her mind, using too many cameos in the Kenobi series, such as Yoda coming into fruition and mixing himself in with the cameos of Qui-Gon Jinn, Palpatine, and others, to her, it didn't make much sense, and to her, it was fan service. Now, we're going to get into that in just a second of what Ewan McGregor actually recalls of what Kathleen Kennedy, pretty much put upon the crew about not using Yoda, and more so to do, of course, with everything in line with the production of the series. Now, Frank Oz coming back as Yoda would have made a lot of sense. It never made sense to me as to why Yoda did not even get a small role in the Kenobi series at the very minimum. You would think that he would have tried to reach out to Master Yoda if he can't try to reach out to Qui-Gon Jinn. Did that ever really occur to everybody? You know, when he's searching for help and trying to reach out to Qui-Gon Jinn, why not at least attempt to reach out to Yoda and talk to him somehow, or get guidance from him somehow? You know, at the very minimum. And I get it, it's a story element, it's a way to kind of build things up for Qui-Gon Jinn. But having a assist by Yoda, I think, would have been amazingly well done to actually develop the character just a little bit to propel him from episode 3 to episode 5. So, like I say, you know, moving forward from all of this, alright, Ewan McGregor goes on to say the following. She said to use, of course, all of that. And look, we already have Luke and Leia, she said. We got Palpatine and Qui-Gon Jinn. How much more fans could really need? At some point, she told me it would really come off as overloaded fan service or something like that. But hey, listen to me, if it fits the story and the development of that character, is it really fan service, Ewan McGregor says? I don't know, haha. Maybe I'm over my head. What also saddened me was John Williams redid the entire theme for Duel of the Fates and Battle of the Heroes. We actually used those partially in our trailers, and they needed to actually cut them from the series. That really hit me hard. The music was beautiful in my fight with Hayden or Vader, They were going to actually have the very theme playing on the rocky moon of Mustafar. It was going to be so amazing. I'm just so sad that we didn't get to get those feelings again from episode 1 and episode 3 with the music. I'm sure the fans are going to do something with that. But we tried our best with the show, and we got some surprises coming for fans in the future that I really can't get into right now, per se. So, the thing about Ewan McGregor here is that he's really touching on what Kathleen Kennedy's stance was on everything related to the use of Yoda originally and ending up cutting him from the script and taking him out. Now, they were going to use a puppet Yoda that was going to deeply resemble the Empire Strikes Back iteration. I don't know about you, but that sounds amazing. In The Last Jedi, they tried their best. They really, really tried to make Yoda appear as he did in Empire. It just came off as looking a little off to me. I don't know about you guys, but it just looked a little off in some shots, and especially the way that they acted the character, the way that, you know, the puppeteers were controlling the character was also a little strange to me in The Last Jedi, especially with the way that Rian Johnson directed the character to act overly comedic. But that's just me. So, Ewan McGregor has a great point as to why it made no sense to not use Yoda, to not use Duel of the Fates and Battle of the Heroes in the Vader and Kenobi duel. Makes absolutely no sense. And it's all because of Kathleen Kennedy. She's the one that said, let's not do that, let's not do this, and so on and so forth. So, Ewan McGregor, at the end of the day, you know, given that he is executive producer, he had some form of creative power over some of the episodes of the show. You know, he had more power in some episodes here and there, but not the entirety of the series. And I think that's exactly why episodes 5 and 6 were superior, is because Ewan McGregor had a little bit more power over those episodes. He had more of a say in the matter, because it had more to do with his character. And he knows the character best by working with George Lucas. So, overall, you know, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this, because it is a very interesting situation of what the Kenobi series went through. There's so many editing flaws, there's so many writing flaws in here, and it just saddens me quite a bit because it has so much potential. There are great scenes in this show, but as a show in its entirety, it really does lack the overall, you know, Star Wars theme at its very core. So overall, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.